57 days from now, we're going to be at June 1st, and that means hurricane season begins, and that's where the fun begins. It could be a somewhat active season, but the latest forecast from Colorado State, if you tuned in earlier, calls for a near normal season. The forecast is for 13 named storms. That's tropical storm strength or greater, and then out of those 13, 5 could become hurricanes, and out of those 5, 2 could become major hurricanes, category 3 or stronger, and that's pretty close to the long-term average of 12, 6, and 3, and a little less active than last year when we had 15 named storms in the Atlantic Basin, but we still had 8 hurricanes. So if you can't get enough of Facebook, that's still a thing. You know, Facebook's still around. KRGV Weather Facebook page, check that out tomorrow at about 12:30. I'll be there, so it's whenever, you know, with a room full of meteorologists, it's lunchtime. It's whenever we get all our food and finally sit down at about 12:30. Rob Marciano will be talking. You may remember him. He's on ABC News a lot of times in the morning or evening. He'll be talking about a network perspective of hurricanes. Yeah, and again, check out the KRGV Weather Facebook page. It's the page that has this little banner there at the top of the profile picture there. So we'll get ready for, well, it should be a good talk there. Those talks are always good and animated there for lunchtime on our Friday afternoon weather chats. Warm and humid weather across the valley tomorrow. That continues. Temperatures warming up. Small chances of a shower or storm could return this weekend. We're not talking about big chances, but at least a small chance. But 90-degree heat could be making a return. Tomorrow, though, mainly in the 80s. I think we'll see more clouds. This is the Upper Valley in Starr County, near 71 at 8 a.m., 82 at noon, 87 at 5 p.m. By midday in the Mid-Valley, already around 82 degrees, 85 for an average temperature at 5 p.m. in the mid and most of the lower valley. But right at the coast, water temperatures are still in the 60s. So with that air coming in off the Gulf, it keeps temperatures mainly in the 70s for highs if you're right at the coast. South Padre Island, Boca Chica Beach, Port Mansfield. Most of Texas pretty quiet tonight. The next storm system is kind of off the map, but it's in the upper levels and will move across Texas and help generate thunderstorms this weekend, but mostly north of the valley. So when you look on future track here, you see overnight clouds thicken, could be a little humid like it has been, and then tomorrow morning clouds try to break up, but I think we'll still be in the clouds most of the day. May see some breaks in the clouds now and then, but a warm and humid day. And notice by tomorrow night, future track getting a little more active here. It shows a couple of little isolated showers or maybe a weak thunderstorm or two overnight. This might even be aiming high. This might be overdone, but the time period when there could be a shower storm is late tomorrow evenings after about 8 or 9 p.m. through Saturday morning and during the day. It has nothing here Saturday morning, but future track does show the clearing, which would really heat things up into the low 90s in some areas Saturday. And then you have to watch Saturday night. If a thunderstorm can form in Mexico, the upper level winds may try to push it into the valley before it fades away. So again, we'll kind of watch anytime Saturday evening, and then again on Sunday there might be an isolated shower storm around, but you see most of the time the map is quiet, and it may actually turn out to be quieter than that. Future track here, this is the NAM model, which does show most of the action going to the north over the weekend. Here's Friday, not much happening, but you see all the big storms across central and eastern Texas Friday going into Saturday. So if you're traveling north of the valley, especially if you get north of Corpus Christi toward Houston, San Antonio, there could be some bigger storms on Saturday. Your first 1-5 AccuWeather 7-day forecast. 80s tomorrow, mostly cloudy much of the day, near 90 or so over the weekend. It could be rather hot, especially when the sun comes out Saturday afternoon. Again, there might be 1 or 2 thunderstorms Friday night or Saturday morning if anything holds together, and then again on Sunday. But after that, the sunshine comes back, and that means hot weather. Oh, hot days are ahead next week with a lot of 90s in the forecast. Nothing but sun next week.